There are two seasons in a year, the dry season and the raining season, also known as the wet season. But my favorite is the dry season. One would think why when it's the rainy season that produce food, and being that I'm a foodie. But the dry season is cold and it's you can dress, you can slay. But that's not my main reason for talking about the seasons in the year. It's the ability for even weather to change, accustom itself to the change that happens periodically. Like for a specific period of time, you experience the rain, and once it's time for it to change, it does not even hold back, it changes, right? Hi guys, my name is Susan, and this is Therapy with Susan, where we talk about life's challenges, our ups and downs, and how we navigate through it and still navigating every single day. So if today is the first time you're coming across this YouTube channel, you're welcome. I am the host, Susan Adamu, and I really appreciate you for stopping by. I hope you click the subscribe button, you like, you comment, and you share. Thank you so much. So back to today's topic, which is change. One wonders why weather at a point, March, April, we're preparing for rain, heavy downpour till September, October-ish. Then we're getting ready for, a little bit of heat, then the dry season setting fully. And nobody ticks or tell them, okay, it's time for you to switch. Automatically, right? The weather knows to change when the time comes. You understand? But I see a lot of us humans that have functional brains and all. We have everything together, having to have cold feet when it comes to changes in our lives. And it's not like I've not been there. I am there every single day, trust me. Changes are quite difficult. They are very dreadful experiences, especially the uncertainty about this thing you're going into. I think a lot of us rather stay where we are, that we're comfortable. We know the ups and downs. We know the nooks and crannies of all these places. We know the advantages and the disadvantages. We know how to work ourselves out of it. You understand? Why would I want to leave a place where I know everything at the back of my hand and go to a place where I don't have an idea how to live my life? So it can be a very difficult decision for a lot of us. But the truth is, we are born, created to change. That's why we would always hear change is the only constant thing in a human's life. Change is constant. That's why you can never be a baby forever. That's why you did not do secondary school all your life. That's why you had a lot of choices growing up. First I want to be a reverend sister. I wanted to be a reverend sister so bad. I know a lot of people will not believe it, but it is what it is. And at a point I wanted to be a lawyer. At a point, I wanted to be a lot of things. I wanted to be a dancer. Then I concluded with acting. Okay, these were all changes, strategic points in my life. And honestly, every time you make a new move, there's something waiting for you out there. I don't know it, but that's how it is. Every time you decide, there's always an empowerment for you to do those things. But if you don't let yourself open yourself to embrace the change that comes your way, this boils down to even relationships, this boils down to work ethic, this boils down to your personal little things you do in your space, this boils down to your relationship with God, your relationship with family. Change is like the center of our being as human beings. All right, the ability for you to adapt to change based on the situation on ground helps you live better with people and with yourself. Honestly, it's not an easy decision. Okay, I won't even sit here and tell you change is an easy decision. I get scared every time I'm to make a very new move. The first time I was to go to school, the first time I was to climb a stage, how I was supposed to navigate from being low speaking to a very audible person, because theater art requires me to be so. When I had to learn makeup, when I had to go on runways, those were little changes. How you dress, there are times you need to change how you dress. There are times you need to change your routines. All right, and there are times you need to change towards people too. Honestly, if you just I'm comfortable now, my person be this, so I take it the way it is every single time. They are going to work on you, they are going to disrespect you. So there are times you need to change for your own good and for your own mental health. Honest, it's not even about trying to make money. There are little changes you need to do that might not bring you money, but it's going to bring you peace of mind and respect. So if the weather would change on its own because it knows what time, that okay, it's time for rain and it's time for dry, what of we that are humans that actually have our head on our shoulder working very fine? So from today, if there's something you've been having cold feet about, if there's an opportunity you've been having cold feet about, a job, even if it's for you to relocate, and you've been having cold feet, you've been afraid of the uncertainty of what that new place might bring, please take the bold step and change. Okay, the worst that can happen is it doesn't work out. It's not going to kill you, right? So if it doesn't work out, you try again. But if you refuse to change, you might never know if it's going to work out or not. So if you're still here till this period, till this time of the video, thank you so much, and I hope you clicked the subscription button if this is your first time coming across this YouTube channel, and share with your friends and tell me what you think about change. Is it as dreadful as we think, or as I think, or it is something that you don't really think about so much, like you just switch it up like a switch, right? Thank you very much, and I'll be waiting for your comments. See you guys next episode. Bye.